Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. So even though I am still temporarily working from home, I decided I need to start meal prepping again. I need to bring a little bit of normal back into my life. So let's get into the meal prep. First up, a little basic prep. I'm going to air fry some bacon and shred up some cheese. I cook my bacon in the air fryer at 400 degrees for 10 minutes. It comes out crispy, delicious, but not too crispy because I do like to heat it up again. So that's why I always kind of undercook it just a tiny bit. I like to use the bacon for salads, breakfast, and bunless burgers. I also have 2 big blocks of cheese to shred and dice up. So for one of our dinners this week, we're going to be having a chef salad. So I like to dice up the cheese to go into those salads. I'm just going to go ahead and do it now. Then that way, the night that we have the salads, it's already ready to go. The rest will be shredded up to use for the next couple of weeks for different recipes. Having the cheese already shredded up just makes it so much easier. Even though, like I said, I'm at home, I still finding myself taking a lot of time to make dinner because I have not been doing this prep, and I still like to have time to spend with my family because I am working and I'm not with my family when I'm working. So I want to have some stuff prepped. So I'm going to go back to doing my basic prep if anything else. The last part of my basic prep are going to be making some hard-boiled eggs. Having these on hand are great for a quick egg salad. You can turn these into deviled eggs or just eat them as a snack. So I always cook them in my pressure cooker for 4 minutes, then I do a natural release for 4 minutes, and then I put them in the ice bath for the rest of the time. And these peel great and they come out perfect every single time. So I recently picked up some oat fiber. I saw it in a few different keto baking recipes. I've been seeing it popping up in a lot of them. It has 0 carbs, and it supposedly is supposed to make the baking items more bread-like. That's what I'm seeing, like all the claims and all these recipes. I bought this on Amazon. I will have it linked down below. I'm going to be using it today in a keto Copycat Bisquick mix. I will have the recipe below. The version I am making in this video is half of the recipe because I didn't want to try to make this big huge batch and then maybe not like it. In my bowl, I am adding in 1 cup of the oat fiber, 1 cup of coconut flour, 1 cup of flaxseed meal, 1 cup of collagen, a half of a cup of almond flour, and 1 tablespoon of xantham gum. So you want to mix this up really well, store it in an airtight container. I'm using a mason jar. So I plan on using this in recipes that call for Bisquick or any recipes that call for breading. So tonight I'm making a keto version of chicken fried steak. I've never made chicken fried steak since I've been on keto. So I'm going to be experimenting with this. I will be recording the recipe for you, so stay tuned for that. And then I'm going to also have a few other recipes that I found that call for Bisquick. So I'm going to be playing around with this Bisquick mix over these next couple of weeks. And of course, I will be recording all those recipes for you. So I will be definitely sharing those with you. So moving on to another new recipe, which is going to be some lemon raspberry muffins with white chocolate chips. Yeah, sounds good, doesn't it? This recipe is another one that calls for oat fiber, but since many of you may not have this oat fiber on hand, I will link a couple of other keto raspberry muffin recipes that I came across on Pinterest that don't call for oat fiber in the recipe, but this recipe will be written out down below. So first we need to put together our dry ingredients. So in a bowl, I'm adding in 1 3/4 cup of almond flour, 1/4 cup of oat fiber, 2 teaspoons of baking powder, and a pinch of salt. So I'm going to set that aside, and then we're going to move on to our wet ingredients. So in a separate bowl, we're going to combine 2 eggs, 1/3 cup of sour cream, 1/3 cup of heavy whipping cream, the zest and juice of 1 lemon, and 1 teaspoon of vanilla. So I'm going to whisk that together really well until it's nice and combined. Okay, we're going to pause this video. This is Editing Jess. I noticed I forgot to tell you guys that I also added in a half of a cup of the Swerve confectioners sugar. So this is the sugar-free version of like powdered sugar. So you add this in to the wet ingredients after you get them all combined. Now I'm going to move on to our raspberries. I recommend chopping up the raspberries. I feel like this is going to ensure that we get like a raspberry kind of flavor in each bite of our muffins. So I have a half of a cup of fresh raspberries that I'm going to roughly chop. And now it's time to put the muffins all together. So we're going to add the wet ingredients to the dry ingredients and mix it really well. I always like to mix muffins by hand, since in the past I've noticed like if you mix it with a blender or a mixer or anything like that, it's easy to overmix them, which I feel like the muffins don't come out as fluffy when you do it that way. So once combined, we're going to fold in the chopped raspberries really carefully to make sure we don't break them up as much as, much as you can. You can use frozen raspberries for this as well. So the last ingredient we're going to add in are going to be some of these sugar-free white chocolate chips. There's a few different brands out there of white chocolate chips. I know Chalk Zero has a brand. I don't think Lily's has a white chocolate one, but these ones are the ones from Bake Believe that I get at Walmart. I'm using my silicone muffin cups for these muffins. I love these silicone cups. Nothing sticks to them. I've made fat bombs in them, egg muffins in them. I picked them up on Amazon and they were super cheap and well worth the purchase. I will link them down below. If you're new to my channel, welcome. I normally do meal prep videos every single week, but since I am temporarily working from home, I stopped doing them for a while, but honestly, I missed it so much. So I will link my meal prep playlist below that I hope will give you guys some meal prep inspiration. If you're not subscribed, I hope you will consider doing so, and please give this video a thumbs up. It really helps get my videos out there and helps my channel to grow. Also, leave me a comment below because I love getting to know you guys down there in the comment section. Also, if you're not part of my Facebook group, please consider joining. I will put the link below and also put the name here on the screen. So these muffins are going to go into a 350-degree oven for 20 to 25 minutes. I checked mine after about 20 minutes and they still needed just 3 or 4 more minutes or so to be cooked all the way through. And because of video magic, here are the muffins. These muffins turned out so moist and fluffy. I think really the moistness comes from the sour cream. And the combo of the lemon and raspberry was just perfect. I cannot recommend this recipe enough, you guys. Please tag me on social media if you do recreate this recipe. I will put my Instagram here on the screen and it'll be linked down below as well. The last thing I'm going to prep is a simple chicken salad for a lunch option this week. I'm taking some rotisserie chicken. I love using rotisserie chicken for chicken salad. Not only is it easy, it's already cooked, but I just love the flavor of rotisserie chicken. It always has such a good flavor. So like I said, this is going to be simple. I'm adding in the chicken, some chopped celery, and some chopped up pickles and some mayo. That's it. My seasonings of choice are onion powder, garlic powder, and red pepper flakes, and also some salt and pepper. I will eat this on its own or in a wrap or on some keto bread. So that's it, you guys. Thank you all so much for taking time to watch my video. I appreciate you all so much. Let me know what you guys have been meal prepping so we can get some other ideas out there, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye, guys.